Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning today. June
23rd, isn't
23rd, I think already. We're already almost to July. Canada Day will be different again this year. So this morning we have a few things to do. We're going to show you the end result of the mystery quilt. We didn't get it on the long arm. We had a few customers that had some quilts that needed to be done in a hurry, so we didn't have room for ours this last week. But we're going to show you it anyway, and we're also going to show you the owl one that we did 2 weeks ago that is now off of the long arm, and Lorna did the panel on it and embellished it and did some quilting on that. So, and then I'll do a little bit of a treasure hunt, fabrics that are, here that you may not have seen before. And then after that, I'm going to introduce you to an exciting new program that we have at Country Stitches. And hopefully you're as excited about it as we are. And we will go through that and explain that as well for you. So the first one we'll show you is the owl, just because that was the first one that we were supposed to show you. So this is the owl one, totally done now. It's all quilted. And as you see, Lorna has embellished the panel by going over the little birds and the trees and the owl. He really stands out quite magnificently. Wow, that's a big word. And then she just did some leaves in the border here and some trees up here with the mountains and leaves on the outer border again. So that one was the little pattern by Villa Rosa Design called Gathering. So it turns out to be a nice size lap quilt for anybody. And then last week we did the mystery one, and I told you that I would put the link in the description this week, which is there for you to peruse. It is from Distant Pickles, and so there was two ladies that were pregnant together. Well, not together, but they were on different parts of the U.S. and they both shared the love of quilting, so they got together and they shared their blog, and this is one of the quilts that have come out of their site. So this is from Distant Pickles. It was very easy actually to put together. I showed you the technique last week, and the little tutorial is there for you as well in the comments if you click the link. Very easy to put together. It ends up to be about 64 by 72. And you can do any pattern that you want. I opted to go with all of my larger flowers together and all of my smaller ones together. So I just kind of planned it out that way. And it ends up to be 8 blocks across and 9 blocks long. I'll tell you that the girls come in and said I did a really good job because all my points lined up. It was actually fairly easy. I didn't even, I know it's bad to say, but I didn't even square up everything. I had my grandkids this weekend, so we were a little short on time, and I thought, you know what, the blocks look good. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. So I really didn't square up any block. They come out between about 8 inches is what they were when I was done. So they're about 7.5 finished. So if you want to be a little more precise, you can certainly square those up. But like I said, I didn't, and I think it actually turned out fairly good. So, and I just matched my seams as I was sewing. And again, this is great. It's just 2.5-inch strips. What you need is 36 2.5-inch pattern strips. And then you need to have 2.5-inch solid, and you need 2.5 meters of your solid, and you're going to cut enough strips to do this. And I can't remember exactly how many. I didn't write that down, sorry, but the tutorial is there. So, and then you would need a half a meter of binding, and your 4 meters of backing. So I don't know what you guys think of it. I think it's a pretty quick quilt. I think I'm going to throw some fireside on the back, and I'm going to have it as a fire quilt. So that sounds funny, but we have a lot of people that visit us out at the lake, and we like to sit by the campfire, but some of them are older and their legs get cold, so I think that's what I'll end up doing with this one. And it was just scraps that we had off of the, we just grabbed some off of the sales rack. But with this pattern, it's very forgiving. Doesn't have to be a pattern, so you can use any 2.5-inch strips that you have left over. So lots of times we cut an extra 1 or 2 when we're doing binding, and you can just keep all those together and put one of these quilts together and it'll look magnificent. So that's from Distant Pickles. So I hope you enjoyed that. And we've got two more quilts that have to be done quick this week. So we'll see if we get it quilted for you next Tuesday. And we'll go from there on that one. So we have some treasure hunts for you today. And these are homespuns. Oof. Some of them are from Buggy Barn, Henry Glass. I'm doing that the wrong way, aren't I? If I do it this way, I'll be able to see them better.
And we have lots.
Can't reach those. So these are for Buggy Barn, and they range from about $16 up to about $20. And they're, a lot of plaids, but they come together and they make a beautiful quilt. So these are some homespuns, and we'll get those on underneath the treasure hunt section of the website for you. Excuse me. And there are a few more there, but we just wanted to kind of give you a sense of some. This one's actually really pretty. There's a few in here that I really like. So those are homespuns, and that's your treasure hunt for the week. Again, a reminder that we are now open to the public with some restrictions. We are open 10 to 4, Tuesday to Saturday. We are trying to reserve Tuesdays and Thursdays 10 to 12 for anybody that needs an appointment. So far, we haven't run into anybody that has done that. But again, if you need an appointment because of health reasons, then you can certainly phone and book an appointment Tuesdays or Thursdays 10 to noon. And so we are restricting the number of customers in the store to 3 to 6, depending on how many staff we have for that day. Excuse me. We have hand sanitizer here, and of course we're doing the regular cleaning as recommended by the Health Canada. We do accept debit, credit, or cash, and we do ask that you wear a mask when you come in. If the handle is locked but the sign is on, that means that we are open, but we have reached capacity, and we just ask that you wait outside until the number of people come out for your party to come in. So we are also open 24/7 online at countrystitches.ca. So now for the exciting part. Country Stitches has partnered up with Trentex Fabrics. That's one of our suppliers. And we have a lot of fabrics here in the store, but we cannot carry every line. And we often get asked for example, specific Holly Taylor lines, or Kansas Trouble, or Joe Morton, or certain panels. And if we order the panels, we have to bring in a whole bolt for one person. So the great news is that you can now shop with us at Trentex, and I'll give you the website as well, and it will go on another post for you. But you need to have the code. So when you go to their site, you need to have my code, and it is COU092. So it's capital, all capitals, no spaces, COU092. And so what that means is that we will have a shop with Trentex, and it's shop.trentexfabrics.com, and you can go on there, and with that code you can order anything that you want. So if you wanted one panel and we didn't have it, you can order it on there, but you need to put the code in. If you do not have the code, you cannot order. So then they will ship it to you directly. So if you come into the store and you don't see it here, again, you can look on the website at shop.trentexfabrics.com. So this is something we're really excited about, because although we try to get a lot of the lines in, we can't carry everything. So we often get asked about one-offs that sometimes we've never even heard of. So it is a great little program to have in Canada. So we're going to be having Moda on there, some Hoffman California fabrics, RJR, Benertex, Lewis and Irene, Michael Miller, Stoff, and it's just going to be a great little program. So that opened yesterday, so anybody that is wanting to peruse that today can do that, and I will get that link up for you within the next couple hours for sure. So I don't know if you're excited about that, but I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm going to be putting an order in for myself, and just to make sure that everything is working great. Shipping is $15, no matter, it's a flat rate. So if you order one panel, it's $15. If you order $300 worth of fabric, well, no, okay, $148 worth of fabric, it's $15. If you order $149 worth of fabric or above, then it's free shipping. So it's a pretty good little program for us all to enjoy. So your quote of the day today is, "No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers." So don't worry about being perfect, whether you're quilting or in your day-to-day life, because nobody's perfect, and we can only be the best that we can be. And so that's Mornings with Myrna, and have a great week.